Still Here came from a series of albums. Like Still Here literally is basically the profound moment, the quote, we still here because we transcend from many different projects working on different things to make this album complete. And it took for as long as me and Doc been knowing each other, because at first it was an EP called the Green Light EP. And you know, we was just working on the joints, knocking out crazy joints, but we was knocking them out so fast. Doc was like, man, let's go ahead and make it an album. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, let's go, say word. You know, now we working on the album. And, you know, at this time, like a lot of graphic designers was popping. For example, this guy, Will Prince Art, he was responsible for making artwork for Wiz Khalifa, Currency. He had like phone cases that was like selling crazy. You know what I'm saying?
He specific style of art that he did.
Yeah, and it was nuts. And me and Doc took a liking to it. Like already, we were already fans, and he reached out to us like, yo, you know, we should do something together. So me and Doc kind of like regrouped the album, trying to configure what he would like, and he wanted it to focus on like contemporary jazz and like artists like Michelangelo and
just different artists. Like he wanted the album to be an art piece in itself.
Yeah, so we started in the album switched to Modern Masters. Now we done already like cut mad songs from the original project to create, you know, his sound, incorporate him into the music. And then I say about like 2015, we were almost done with the project, and he like ghosted us. But at that time, it was I was feuding with this guy named Mick Jenkins, and he like chose a side silently. He didn't speak about it, you know what I'm saying? But he chose a side, you know what I'm saying? And like we had to scrap the whole album again, you know what I'm saying? So now, you know, me and Doc just like, man, let's go back to our roots, how we really do things, body bags, you know what I'm saying? Boom bap, you know, it's a total complete sound from anything that I do. I always cater to what Doc does for me because of that, because of the distinctive sound that I always had attached to me as a shorty to now. And man, we just kept working, and then, you know, next thing you know, we started listening to it, and I was rapping about Still Here. I was just like every song you hear me reference Still Here. And Doc was like, man, we call the album Still Here, and it just made so much sense. And this all happened in the time span of, you know, from 2012 to almost like maybe a few months ago when I recorded the last track on the album, Still Here. And, you know, dialogue what happened on the shortest of story note. Yeah, but that's how Still Here came about.
Yeah, a lot of a lot of those interludes you hear, like the end and beginning songs, a lot of those are bits and pieces of that last project. So it's kind of like a time capsule, really, of like, it starts off with stuff from like 2012, 2011, like those little interludes. And it's just like a time travel through like the whole series, like the process of making this album is all in between those interludes. So it kind of sounds like a collage of just random songs, but those are bits and pieces of what made the album what it is.
On Still Here, we had some incredible features. We had 38 Special, we had Smooth, we had Planet Asia from the West Coast, and we had Bus Crates, you know what I'm saying, from the Pittsburgh, you know what I'm saying? And man, PA, Planet Asia, you know, he definitely a character. Definitely one of those forefathers in the game. You know what I'm saying? Been at it for a super long time. You know what I'm saying? Been an avid fan of a lot of his work because of his excessive lyricism and dope beats that he be picking. Like he be sliding on all the beats that he be riding on. And, you know, it's like a dream come true to rock with PA. You know what I'm saying? And have multiple joints with him and have a relationship with him, build with him. You know, just was out in LA building with them, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, doing music with each other. So just to have that friendship, like, you know, and being here, we still here. Like we bringing great rappers along with us. You know what I'm saying? It's showing the longevity within this whole entire album. Like just having those stellar artists on it. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm still here working with Bus Crates was fun because I normally don't co-produce with other people. You know, just being a producer, I'm kind of very hands-on. That's why I like to engineer too, because I'm very just meticulous with my art. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the reason it sounds good or bad. So working with Bus Crates was fun because I had a beat like that wasn't done yet. You know, so I had an idea for it. You know what? Because Vic came up with the idea of working with him. I wasn't too familiar with him at the time. So when he brought him to the studio, he's like, you know what? Let's try to make a beat together. You know what? I got an idea for this beat. So maybe you could do a bass line or something. So Bus Crates lays the bass line, and that's the first half of the beat. And you're like, you know what? Let's try something else. Now you take the lead on the second half of the beat. So Bus Crates took the lead on the second half, and I laid just the accompanying pieces to it. So just the way that track, Pirate Gold, just flows endlessly because it's just a perfect blend. You know what I'm saying? Like I took the first half lead and I let him take the lead on the second one, but it's the same sample at the end of the day. So it might sound like two different tracks, but it's from the same sample source, and we just both took it's kind of like a beat battle basically. Using the same sample, we both interpolated it differently. So, and it just sounds seamless at the end of the day, the way we incorporated it. So it was that was a fun experience working with Bus Crates.
Man, one thing about me is I like to feel like being like a coach of some Barcelona shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put Bus Crates and Doc, something that never happened before. I'm always trying to fish for things that never happened before. You know what I'm saying? I know Doc is just like, you know, he gonna be in his art, he gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying? And Bus Crates got all of these different equipments. He come in with 9 different.
He's super creative.
You know what I'm saying? Like and I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing these two minds together put this beat together, it's just like, man, you know, this is something that's never been done before. So I always I think about the whole process of the Pirate Gold, the whole process. Like they were making the beat, and I was writing, and I was done with the writing before they was done with the beat. You know what I'm saying? And just creating those kind of memories and stuff like that, man. Like Pirate Gold, then y'all do the first part first? Like we did the first part first, and then we came back and did the second part a whole nother day, a whole nother session.
No, that was the same session.
It was?
Yeah, it was the same session.
Yeah, man, that was incredible. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was 2 different beats, but they same sample. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to see it all go down and all of them over there pressing buttons, you see shoulders moving. My view is behind them, so all you see is shoulders. I'm like, oh man, I get jiggy with this. Like just like I said in the beginning, you know, you can be a producer, but if you working just as fast and accurate and with consistency, just as a rapper, then you gonna sync well. It's gonna click well.